Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sandbox Wednesday stream. I am Alex Florez, aka Kamasazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, heart, and soul by Lucas is right. How you doing, Lucas?
You know what? Normally this is where I say like I'm amazing, I'm incredible, something along those lines. But today I'm gonna say I feel a little empty.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands now that Alpha Season 3 is over.
Yeah,
They're just like floating around out here, and
it hasn't quite hit me yet, right?
Yeah.
It's like oh, what's the next thing gonna be? No, it's done for now. It's done for now. Not a lot of time to rest. There's more other stuff to do. But yeah.
Always something to do.
Yeah. Speaking of stuff to do, I'm looking for recommendations on what games to play from the Drafts Gallery, because it's been so long since we played your creations, dear viewers. More 24 hours, not on this stream. Joe is going to be doing his 24-hour Extra Life charity stream, raising money for kids' hospitals.
No,
he's only raising one kid.
He's raising the hospitals to the kids.
Right. They're really low down, and the kids can't reach them. And they're like, what is this, a hospital for ants? So he's just gonna stick stacks of dollar bills underneath them until the kids can reach the hospitals.
I like that. I like
that. Anyway, when will Sandbox go public? Like publicly traded? That's what Sand is, basically. That's like stock in, our cryptocurrency is like the Sandbox stock. I don't think, well, the Animoca Brands, which owns the Sandbox, is a publicly traded company. You can buy stock in Animoca Brands, which owns the Sandbox. So in a sense, the Sandbox is already public.
Basically.
Because
also there's the talk, like in the white paper, it talks about eventually there being some sort of a DAO, I believe.
Yeah, that's still in the plans, as far as I know. I don't have a lot of details on that, but yeah, that still should be happening.
I got a game for us to play.
You do? Okay.
I do. Give me a second, but it's Dr. Metaverso asked us to play their game. Hello Sandbox, would you be able to play our game for the Ragnarok game jam entry?
Okay.
So he's gonna go grab that name and page number, and he'll be right back.
Okay. All right. So we'll wait for that patiently. And in the meantime, we got some news.
Some news
stuff. So team is hard at work. If you're wondering what's happening to the leaderboard and end of season prizes, things like that, that is being worked on. There's a whole effort to make sure that any cheaters are sniffed out and removed, especially from that top 10. There's going to be special I don't want to say investigations, but it's basically what it is, just to make sure that they're legit players. So a lot of people are concerned about that, and that is being looked into intently, and intensely.
Both.
Yeah, at the same time. Now Panda did have something.
Thunderbirds.
To share. That's what it was. Yeah, I was trying to find what she said. So Thunderbird's VoxEdit contest results are out. I'm guessing is that on the Thunderbirds Twitter, or is that on the Sandbox Twitter where you can see those results?
Apparently I'm frozen.
That's because I opened up my browser.
Yeah.
That's it. Like every single time. I can't make it not do that. But yeah, whenever I open up a browser window, Discord's like, no, we don't want to show Lucas moving around. I think it's when I create a new tab specifically.
It's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It happens. Yeah. What you looking for?
I'm trying to find the Thunderbirds results, because I want to see what they look like.
Oh, Mr. Furious X has a good idea. He says, just let me know ahead of time so he can get his best profile shot ready. I could pose
What?
for when I freeze. I could pose for it. Is what he's saying.
That's the thing. It's like not an instinctive thing because it's
No, I know.
It sometimes it doesn't happen, so I never quite know.
It's a game. It's
All right, let's see here. I'm scrolling back through the Sandbox tweets. Panda's looking for it. So Panda will paste that in the chat, and we'll pull those up in a minute here. Did we get the Ragnarok results?
Still looking. Wait, results or
not results? I was mixing up Thunderbird's results with the Ragnarok game champ. No, we're not ready for results on that yet. So from Dr. Metaverse. So, did we get the name of the game?
Waiting on that. So if you want to jump into something else first, maybe we can do this one second.
Sure. All right. Did we get anything else here? Halftork says, my game Night of the Abyss is on page 42 if you want to play an RPG.
Oh.
Nice.
Let's do it.
Panda sent the results here. I'm guessing on
nice.
Discord. Here it is. Got it. And I'm guessing that you're frozen again. Yep.
I look terrified there.
All right. So, results.
I'm gonna pull this up too.
This is in first place. Papoon made this awesome. It's a snow sled converting into an ATV type thing.
It's awesome if awesome had a baby with radical. That's the only way I can describe it. Yeah, sure. Why not? I like it.
Lucas froze again. There you go.
It happens.
Okay.
Oh my god. I didn't know second place had an animation that it opened up and you saw on the back of it.
This is by LHH0814 or Hedong.
That is so cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I love that. I was really
Who can't wait for vehicles in the sandbox.
I'm excited for them. But Panda let me be one of the judges on this, and it was so tough. There was so many. I mean, you just look at the ones that are like, first, second, third. Those are a really good, sample of what was in there. It was just so tough to judge.
Yeah.
It was so much talent and so much rad.
In third place is Benjamin S with a drill. Very large drill.
A drill plus dune buggy plus dragon? I don't know.
Well, if you're at all familiar with Thunderbirds, they're
I am not.
You're not really. I think you would like Thunderbirds unless you're afraid of marionettes.
I am not.
Okay, so the Thunderbirds I think it was in the 70s. Was a TV show with marionettes, and they had a cool system to make the mouths move. They actually had a speaking box that would sense when a signal would come from the voice actor's microphone, and it would move the mouth in sync with the actual voice. So they're pretty well articulated marionettes. And then they had these crazy vehicles, and they were basically like emergency services. So if there was like a forest fire or a landslide or whatever sort of dangerous thing, they had all these awesome vehicles to go and save the day. And they were like,
that's awesome,
like sci-fi, like emergency services, basically.
It sounds like they were ahead of their time.
It was in a lot of ways. It's also like you can tell it's dated now in the same way that like you look back at old Star Trek and you can see like, there was but it's surreal watching it though, because you can tell they're marionettes, but they look so like lifelike when they do things. And I caught it on like TV Land a couple times when I was a kid. I think it was TV
Okay.
Land. And I'm just like, what is this? It was wild. It was a trip.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Somebody in the chat said think Team America, and now
So Team America is a parody of that.
That's what Panda said, and I'd forgotten about that, and now I'm like, oh yeah, I did put
Early
this on
60s.
the list of things
Really?
to look for.
Early 60s. It was in color though.
That makes sense. And we have the page number
television?
for Dr. Matter. Yeah.
Color color television in the 60s?
Looking it up. The history of color television. 1928 in the early 1940s.
Well, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like
1954. Yeah, no.
When it first came out, be like having a one of those hologram displays in your living room now. You'd be like, did you see those when we were in New York City? The 3D displays that are basically like the lenticular displays. They're like the Nintendo 3DS, except it's like a 48-inch screen.
No.
So I'm trying to remember where that booth was. It was one of the lower levels, I think. But yeah, that it's like the 3DS display. It's a lenticular display. I even have a small version, kind of what those things are like. I can't even remember what it's called.
Oh yes, I did see those. It's like those little holograms. When you move them, they actually move themselves.
That's what a lenticular.
They
like
have
a lenticular
bumps.
card is like those like, you know, Pogs even had them sometimes. I think.
A lot of movies,
things.
a lot of DVD cases had those on them.
Yeah. And now you can get screens that are like that.
That is bananas.
It is bananas. So, but what was bananas is the size of the TVs that they had for that. Like, because you like walk in front of it and it looks like a little weird, like almost kind of you're not in the right range to see it, and it looks kind of like blurry from the side, and then you step in front of it and it's like, oh wow, this is like really popping out of the screen, and you're not wearing glasses or anything to like, you know, special filtered lenses or anything. So it's just like, whoa.
Without the aid of something additional, it makes it that much more impressive.
Yeah. Well, that's just a wild tangent from talking about color television in the 50s or the 30s, I think, is when it was invented. So,
I still don't actually know.
So this was fourth place entry by Biagio, 77 Bila. I'm not sure. It looks kind of Italian, but I could be totally wrong. Could be Korean.
Biagio?
Well, I don't know if that's how they actually say it.
It
doesn't say where they're from.
Biagio Bia. I got nothing. I'm trying to sound fancy, but I'm not.
Biagio Bila.
I mean, that sounds like a hotel that I would really want to stay in, but wouldn't be able to afford.
All right, and then fifth place goes to NanFT. With this helicopter. I remember this one. I did the voting for this also, but I don't remember all of the entries.
I haven't judged a million contests like you probably have, so this is one of my first, so I remember a lot of it.
My brain's still a little fried from the other day.
That's fair.
This one's got so many compartments. This is like the kind of Lego sets that I wanted to get in the 90s. Like where just like every like side compartment opens up and there's a thing that slides out. No, you can put a person over there. It's like, this is reminding me of like the old space and underwater sets from when I was a kid with Lego. Just like they had so many compartments.
Do you remember the show Mask?
No. Like
a lot of the vehicles from this reminded me of that, and I loved that show as a kid. It was like M period A period S period K period or something like that, and it was like they would put these helmets on, and then they would like give them control over these transforming vehicles, and there was like a motorcycle that turned into a helicopter, and A
This does
dump truck.
not sound familiar to me at all, but it sounds like 100% the thing that I would have loved when I was a kid.
Oh, it was one of my favorites. And the main characters, there was like a little kid that ran around the headquarters because they were super responsible fighting evil like that. And he had like a best friend who was like a little robot that also turned into like a motorcycle that he could drive around on.
It looks like Transformers.
It kind of is, yeah. It was around the same time.
It's a similar animation style. So, okay. So this is from 1985. I was born in 1989. So
it's before my time too, but I mean, it doesn't matter. I love like the older cartoons, like
Sure,
Exo Squad,
yeah.
Mask, GI Joe, Transformers, stuff like that. That's totally my wheelhouse, and I adore it.
I totally missed all of that as a kid. Like I grew up on Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I really liked what was the show called? The New Adventures of, and then the kid's name. I can't remember his name. But it was kind of what Venture Brothers is based on.
The New Adventures of Peter Pan.
No.
There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome.
No, it was a cartoon that was based on an older cartoon. And
Tintin?
but
Tintin or something?
Tintin was cool too. Rin Tintin, I think is like
I
the
have
whole
no idea.
name. Yeah. But no, the New Adventures of I can't remember the kid's name.
It wasn't that impressive.
Darkwing
obviously.
Duck. Yes, Sparky Snickle. Darkwing Duck. Tailspin.
Dude, Bushroot was the coolest villain on that show.
I don't remember
loved
any of the villains.
I do. I remember all of
I
them.
haven't watched that show since I was like 6.
Bushroot was the plant guy.
Okay. Rescue Rangers, yeah. It's bugging me that I can't remember the name of that. The New Adventures of
I tried. Winnie the Pooh.
Johnny Quest. Johnny Quest.
Really? That was what it was?
Yeah. That I loved that show because
That was a good one.
It had like the intro to it had like a little bit of like 3D CGI, and this was back before like I think I had seen Toy Story, but it was like very much like a different thing. And then the fact that this was like a TV show that they made like every week, it was just mind blowing that they would go into like a VR world and stuff. It was pretty sick. Anyway.
Back to the VoxEdit winners.
Yeah.
Number 3.
In 6th place is IFAM Dignity. A regular viewer on the show, I believe.
This one was interesting. Like I definitely, this is one of the ones that I voted for. Yeah, but it's a trash compactor, but it was just so unique. Like at first I was like, I kind of brushed it to the side. I was like, no, it's insanely cool. It's insanely well done, but it's just, it doesn't seem to strike me as like what they're looking for. But then the more I thought about it and the more I looked at it and the more it grew on me, and I was just like, okay, all right, you got my vote.
It's very nicely animated, and like it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it could trap ghosts, says Mr. Furious X.
I said the same thing.
All right,
Mr. Furious X, we just became friends.
In 7th place, we got Father Cone with this really intense laser beam robot.
It looks like it's gonna hunt you down and kill you.
It's gonna do some damage.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Whatever the case may be. It's got like these little fans spinning on the side. Some nice. There's the one thing that a lot of the entries had on this. They had a lot of very nice little details. And I don't mean like way too many polygons. Not like excessive with that. Just like the pixel art aspects of this, and just the ability to do like these little small things that just bring them to life. Everybody did a real good job on that. 8th place went to RGBXO
Ooh, one thing about the last one, actually, Play 7, I also really like the glitchy effects
Oh,
in
on the
there.
video.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
it was just a really nice touch.
Mm-hmm. RGBXO in 8th place has basically a movie as their entry.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, some of these the amount of animation. So we upped the frame count in VoxEdit from 20 seconds to 30 seconds. We can make the limit bigger. We can't make it lower, right? Because it'll mess up people's projects if we
Oh,
like
yeah, I
lower
can
the
see that.
limit and then people try to open their projects with more frames, so it would mess things up. But I don't know that we plan on going past 30 seconds, but this was pretty cool though. Little
So did you
pods
see a
dropping off
big
and everything.
difference between the 20-second and 30-second time frames? Like, did that add a ton?
Um, so I don't see as much of the VoxEdit contest entries as say like Panda does,
Mm-hmm.
because Panda sees all of it. And then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'm not available to like vote in a contest. Sometimes I do. Like I voted in this one. Um, so I don't know that I'd say I saw like a big difference. It's 10 seconds, but that does mean that there's more room for people to do creative stuff with it. So, um, people will take advantage of all those seconds that they can. I don't have like an internal metronome that goes like, oh, this went on for 25 seconds instead of 20 seconds. Like I'm not physically going to notice the difference, but people are still doing really cool stuff either way. 9th place was Crawler Studio with the a jet propulsion mech crawler for firefighting rescue. Okay, I remember this one. I love the smoke effects. They did
Oh,
some cool
yeah.
stuff with that.
I like the legs on it.
This has got a lot of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's even got
I mean,
a hoverboard. A hoverboard. What are those the boards that they have on ambulances? If somebody like hurts their neck or something.
yeah, I know what you're talking about, like the body boards. It's not what they're actually called, but it's what we used to call them. Oh, what were they?
And in 10th place is the Blackpink Starship by Lovely Artist, aka Crazy Power.
It's a spinal board.
A spinal board. Ooh.
Name is very on the nose.
Yeah. It's basically a stretcher, but it's
It's got straps on it and handles and really light.
Said a stretcher, yeah, but a stretcher is like more than that.
Mm-hmm. It's got
like
wheels and legs and all that whatnot.
It's adorable. I like the slide down the wing. All right, and I think that was everything. So congratulations to the winners there. A lot of amazing stuff in that competition. Definitely, it was hard to vote on that one.
It really was. Bjorn Lothbrok says, you can tell the voters had a thing for flying stuff. There was more flying stuff than not flying stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we picked those purposefully. It was like, that's what people, I think a majority of Thunderbirds is like flying vehicles, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's like a flying vehicle that goes down and like opens up to something that drives out.
So there are a lot of different vehicles from that show. All of it was like hard to access areas. It's like, oh no, the ambulance can't get to them because there's a lava slide.
Typical.
Or something like that. And it's, a helicopter just simply will not do. So they send like a spaceship or something, or a submarine. Or
if I had a nickel for every time lava blocked my way to get somewhere, man.
and the helicopter just wasn't gonna cut it, so you needed like a jet plane, like
spaceship shaped like a nuclear bomb.
All right. So, did we get a page number from Half Dork, or are we gonna go with
Let's
Are
go
we
with
gonna?
Dr. Metaversos first.
Okay,
It's
all right.
page 59, and that's a journey to the
59.
king. And then after we're done with that, I will. Hey, Halfdork, if you're in the chat, if you want to drop your page number again, or I can scan for it.
Yeah, the game search tool should be working again now. After the 0.7 update, it broke.
Mm-hmm.
But it should be all set.
I would need the name, and I don't remember the name of Half Dorks either. I've played it a couple times. It's really well done. There's a few things in there that I really wanted to show you.
You can search by his username.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you
Really?
can search by username on that thing.
I, you know what? I guess I just never realized that. I've seen it.
Yeah, you can isolate by username, by game jam, and I think there's some other filters in there too. Any feedback to improve my Thunderbird asset to potentially place higher next time? So there's
That's a wonderful
lot of
question.
different judges. So one person's opinion is not necessarily going to make the difference. And there's always a lot of really good entries. So it can be a tough pick. But we do grade on several different criteria. Let me see if I can remember what they all are. There's one of like I mean, Panda's here in the chat, right? Panda could pop into the call and help explain what the breakdown is if she wants. She doesn't have to.
I don't know if she's still here. She was here for a second, and
okay.
I mean, she might be. She that last week of the alpha, she was burning not even the candle at both ends. It was like they took the candle and they cut it in half, and then they burned both halves at both ends at the same time. So she might be sleeping or in a coma. I don't know.
It is true. It's starting to get late over in the UK. Yeah, and Panda can't even sleep for the week because Panda's helping with the leaderboard cleanup to make sure that the winners are all valid players at the end of the season here. So let's see. What are the criteria? One is usability in the sandbox. That one's a tough one. That I would say even most competitors score poorly on that.
Can you explain that?
Yeah. So the sandbox has limited behaviors right now. So when we do something like a car, basically the only way to use there's two main ways that you can use a car, maybe three ways, and I'll say vehicles. 3 ways to use vehicles in the game maker right now. You can make them a platform, which just kind of goes back and forth. You can make them a bird, and then they fly around in a circle. Or you can make them an animated asset where they're just displaying some looped animation. There's other ways that you can use them. You can use a door behavior to toggle between 2 animations. You can make them an NPC and they'll kind of roam around, but there's not a lot of ways to properly use a vehicle in the sandbox because we don't have a vehicle mechanic yet. I've shown on the stream ways that you can like make them a pickable object where you can like grab them and then you can you're holding them technically and you're still the one running around, but it looks like you're in a vehicle. There's some people who've done some really crazy like hacked things where they put sloping platforms in just the right position, so when you pick up an object it actually thrusts you forwards really fast, which was a ton of fun, but is not something that I don't even know if that still works in 0.7 because of the physics update. So there's been a lot of changes there. So usability in the sandbox, obviously for a theme like Thunderbirds, you would want to do vehicles. Like that's kind of part of the theme of Thunderbirds, all these vehicles. But usability in the sandbox, a lot of these assets aren't really that usable in the sandbox, and there's kind of there's ways that you can put them in the sandbox where they'll be more usable. So if you have a character who's walking around the outside of the vehicle, they climb into the vehicle, that vehicle's less usable that's cool. That makes a nice vignette, a nice scene for you to like do a render or even to use as an animated asset in the game maker, but it's not usable as like a game asset so much. You can't make that a vehicle people can climb into. Oftentimes those animations around the outside of the vehicle increase the size of the collision box, so you can't even put it as like a prop necessarily because it will have a bigger collision box where players can't walk around it properly. So usability is a tough one, um, because you have to really think of like how players will use it, and it's a tough one to judge on also because we don't always see like what the artist's intent is. And when they do renders in Light Tracer or other programs, which I love them, they're beautiful, and I like making those too. We don't see them in use in the game client or the game maker. So I would say a way that you could potentially get a better usability score, at least from me. And like I said, like I can only give my opinion on the way that I judge, so I can't, um, give criteria for the other judges. But if I saw somebody who, along with their light tracer renders, showing off how shiny and cool their thing looks, if they also showed it in use in the game client, in the game maker, showing how that asset can be used, that would really boost the usability score for me, at least, because then I can see that player interaction with the asset and how this becomes a thing where somebody who's building a game would really want to purchase that asset and be like, I want to use that in the game that I'm making because that has utility for me as a creator. And that's just one criteria point. There's also like how close it fits to, I think there's one for how close it fits to the theme. I might be misremembering that one. I'm pretty
sure. I can pull up build form maybe. Panda did send it to me. I might be able to find it.
Oh, if it's still open, then yeah, you could read it off. Actually, I don't think there's a criteria for closeness to the theme because I'm pretty sure Panda like filters it and goes like, oh, this is on theme, this is not on theme.
That's what. So the way that I got to the voting was that's what she did. She started with this is on theme, and she filtered out everything that wasn't on theme. And so the only stuff that I got was it at least fell into that criteria for her, and she was the boss there, so I listened to that.
Yeah. I mean, I think you got the same form that I did. So, what are other criteria? There's detail. So like I mentioned earlier, all the little details of like the fans spinning and like the screens changing, stuff like that. Those are details. Actually, I would count those under animation for myself. So there is an animation category. It's not just the animation of like the whole object, but it's also the animation of like the little parts, the details, the nuances. And then there's detail in the modeling. So how nice your model is, how nice your textures are. That detail, though, doesn't have to come from extra geometry, right? That can also come from your texture work.
Shading.
Shading. Because the problem with having a lot of extra geometry is that it's a higher load on your CPU and your RAM, and your GPU. So we actually kind of avoid that. As staff artists, we try to optimize the assets to, people want more stuff in their game, so you need to kind of simplify some of it so that way your computer doesn't catch on fire. While like a ton of detail is great and looks really cool, it can also it can hurt things sometimes when we see something like a fully modeled sphere, and then it goes from a reasonable 2,000 to 3,000 faces to like 20,000 faces, and it's like it's a little too much going on. So we try to balance that the like cool intricacies and details along with being optimized. And that kind of goes into the usability in the sandbox also. When we see an asset where it's clear that they like used magic of voxel and hit like random to do like noise of voxels like scattered everywhere, those are assets that oftentimes you can't even upload to the marketplace because they go past the face limit. What's the last one?
I don't remember. I can't pull the form up anymore since I
There's 4 criteria, right? Is I think it 4 or 5?
I think there was 5, if I remember. Okay. No, wait, it was 4.
I got 3 of them. I'm not remembering what the 4th one is.
One second. I actually took notes on this. Let me see if I can pull up those notes and see if there's anything in there. Okay. 1 second.
Any news on the Care Bears Game Jam? It is being reviewed now. My team works on the judging for that. Result date for Care Bears Game Jam. I believe it's planned for the 9th, if I remember correctly. So we should be having that on the Wednesday stream next week. I'm pretty sure that's the plan, as long as there's no hiccups with the judging.
There was 4 criteria. 20
Yep.
was a perfect score. There was each section had a possibility of 5 points. So
Yep.
there's only 4.
Okay. So we've got usability in the sandbox, we've got detail and modeling, we've got the animation. What's the 4th one?
I can't for the life of me remember.
Me neither. I'm working on my last 2 synapses here, so
Yeah, usability, animation. Now I can only do 2. Jesus.
Anyway, yeah. So those 3 criteria, those are all things that can be worked on to help, improve your chances of winning. But all the competitions are very close because we've got so many, like, hundreds of skilled artists in this space, and it's a wow factor for voxel assets. Well, there might be. Is that one of the? I know that's a factor for the game jams. That sounds right. Tempest Studios should know, since they get those emails for the VoxEdit contest too. I saw that, Lucas. All right. What are we playing here? Dr. Metaverso's team, Ragnarok Game Jam.
Yes.
Here it is.
It is in the chat. And
A Journey to the King.
There you go.
It was the one that said Ragnarok Game Jam on this page. It was the only one. So it made it easy. Let's give this a play.
Nice.
How long did it take us to actually get to playing a game? It took us 50 minutes to get to play a game.
39 of that was spent trying to remember the names of 80s cartoons.
All right. So this is for the Ragnarok Game Jam by Dr. Metaverso.
Dr. Metaverso and crew. He said it's our game, but I don't know who it is.
It's on the screen.
Oh, Ekion, Sparky Snickle, Jazz Wolf, Dr. Metaverse. Wow, that's a heavy hitting squad there. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm my Clone X. Sweet. Oh, look, they changed the spawning plate to a slime, I'm guessing.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Well, I think the actual spawn plate's probably made invisible, and then they just put another asset in its place.
You're probably right. That's clever.
Beastmaster says, "Welcome, Kamisazi, to Prontera, the capital of the kingdom of Rune Midgarts. I came to visit the city and meet the king. Where should I start? The people of Prontera are scared, and the realm is deserted since the king, Tristan Gabolg III, had gone to Komodo village but never returned." I will say, I know nothing about the lore of Ragnarok. I think I've seen the artwork before, and I think it's beautiful, but I never got the chance to play it before. So this is new for me. I'm a quest seeker and came for an adventure. I will go on the journey to find the king. You'll be celebrated as a hero, and your name will be cited for generations to come if you succeed. There is an entrance to the southwest corner of the city that leads to the path of Komodo. Find it. Good luck with your journey, Kamisazi. All right. So
liking the look of the game already.
Southwest. Some nice sculptures going on here. Find an entrance. A cave town located in the far south region. So we're facing north right now. I don't know if are we using the actual map directions here? Is there a cave? I see mushrooms. I see a hole. Ooh. There we go. I got it. Checkpoint, Wild Marsh. Baphomet Jr.
Map.
Fear me.
Is he there screaming "Fear me" again?
No, I just said that because of what we did in our game.
I got really excited for a second there. That little destroyer of worlds is adorable.
A quest seeker, I see, Kamisazi. What is it you seek? Can you please help me find the portal to Komodo Village? I will guide you through your journey, but first you must prove that you are not another weak traveler. Meet me on the other side. All right. I'll prove myself. I'm seeing all these little crystal things. I'm guessing I have to...
Instead of proving myself, I'm just going to eat a sandwich.
I have to collect these gems. This, I don't like the look of this water. I feel like this might kill me. Yeah, okay.
I would say, wow, it's a very aggressive thing to say.
Well,
but you
it's
mean like
black.
literally you think that it looks bad for you, not like you don't like the visual appeal of it. I got you now. I'm a little bit of a literalist, so I was like, I thought you were just straight up insulting the look of it. I was like, direct. I can appreciate that.
Huddle Hill says this is the easy part. LOL. Okay. Are we gonna have parkour later? I did intentionally walk into the water to see if it would kill me. That was not an accident. I was learning the rules here.
I feel like that's important.
Learn it now on the first try before I'm at a more critical stage.
And then you start wondering, hey, maybe I should go into that. Maybe they put some sort of a red herring in the water that's like, hey, come get me. And you're like, I should probably do that. It's just black water. What's it going to do?
Yeah.
If 80s cartoons taught us anything, it's that black water is the death of everything.
What's the name of that? Am I thinking BlackRock? What's that like dark government contractor, private military thing?
I think it was Blackwater.
Is it Blackwater? Okay.
Company is American Private Military Company. Yeah, Blackwater.
Okay. All right. That's because when you said like Blackwater is the death of everything or whatever you said just a second ago, that's what it made me think of.
I was thinking of the cartoon The Legends of Dark Water.
I don't know that one.
It was about pirates and the water was turning into goo, and I think it was The Legends of Dark Water. It could be the Pirates of Dark Water. There you go. But yeah, I actually had a couple friends who did some tours with Blackwater, and they came back with some stories.
I'm sure you cannot talk about them right now.
It's not really family friendly.
Yeah. I've made a mistake.
How so?
I don't think I can reach the spot that I need to from where I am. Maybe if I jump here. There we go. Now I can. I just had to double back a little bit. Ah! Hoddle, you said this was the easy part. It's not that bad. I'm just messing up.
It's not hard. I'm just terrible.
Exactly.
Oh, apparently there's a part with moving logs and odds are being placed on how many times you're going to eat it.
Oh no.
Okay, maybe people aren't placing odds on it, but I felt like that was dramatically sufficient to engage the conversation a little more, so I went with it anyway. I'm a really bad liar.
Yes, BlackRock is another company. I do know about BlackRock, and I couldn't remember if they were related to Blackwater or not. They could be, for all we know. Who knows? Somebody knows. The shadow knows. What's over here?
You said it, and my mind immediately went back to that conversation like 3 months ago, where you said it may have been 9 years ago. I don't know. And you told me that every single time you hear that, you think in your head the shadow knows. And now, thanks to you, it happens to me as well.
I was trying to coyote time jump that, and I missed. Come on, it's if I even ever get to the moving rocks. I was noting as we were doing race maze that I'm very rusty.
That's my problem. I'm rusty.
Yeah. Well, it's a combination of rusty and having never fully adjusted to the new jump mechanics. Like, I've spent less time playing in a like competitive kind of uh mood, I guess. Like, I still poke around and try to break things, but doing the game QA stuff for season 3.
Mm-hmm.
But I have not been doing. Oh, I got a sword. It's over here. But I haven't been doing nearly as much, playing against other people like Joe and Panda. I forgot I got this new set here.
I was just about to say, this avatar you have, this is the one that actually is attached to your Clone X?
Yes, so the Clone X avatars are out now.
Okay.
And you can play them. They got released right at the end of the season.
What are you wearing? That's so cool.
I'm wearing the Imagination House helmet by Tailwind, which is available right now, I think, for only like it's not a lot. I think it's like 30 sand, something like that.
My goodness.
Curiosity House helmet and the Wisdom House helmet.
You know what? Have I mentioned how cool I think the broadcast beacon is? When I first saw it, I was really confused. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I was looking at it. I was just like, I don't.
When you said beacon, I was thinking our microphone setup, and I was like, "Wait, what are you talking about?" Yes, our token of friendship.
Beacon. There you go. When you first put it out, I was really confused. I was just like, why wouldn't he just have the antennas so that they stick out of the head? What is this nugget that's gonna sit on top of their dome?
That's so when you put it down.
I get it now, and that's very ingenuitive. I love that you did that because now it gives it like a base to float around, so the antennas don't look like they're just hovering in midair.
I added that because I uploaded it to the dashboard, and it was this icon that you can see behind the chat here, and it was just the antenna and the UFO, and I was like, that doesn't look right, and so I added the nugget.
I put it on in a game recently, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!"
Well, I dropped it. Where'd it go?
How dare!
I think it went in the wall. Okay, don't drop your equipment while you're standing next to a wall. Pro tip.
Things could happen.
And
now Alex can't get that back. Ever.
I've lost that token of friendship.
He earned that NFT.
Speaking of NFTs, I didn't do the announcements that. Oh, okay. I guess I can't jump around that way. So we mentioned last Saturday the tokens of friendship went live at 10 a.m. Eastern time, which is 2 p.m. UTC tomorrow, Thursday. The remaining tokens of friendship that the council account has scrolled away will get listed on the Sandbox Marketplace. After that, you may only be able to get them from secondary on OpenSea or by schmoozing up to the GMAE crew.
Say what?
So that may be your only way to get them, but if you are able to collect all 6, we will be airdropping Wizzy de los Muertos.
And he looks fancy.
He's pretty fancy.
Yeah.
Do I have the hat in my inventory, or did I think I sent them all to... Oh,
you think you sent...
I do have one.
You have one what?
One of the hats. It doesn't really work with my bunny ears, but...
I disagree. Hat. I think it does work with your bunny ears.
So the hat is currently not for sale, but it will be going back on sale just at a higher price. They were 500 sand, and then they're going to be going up for 1,500 sand for the remaining ones. 5 of them did get scooped up.
72. 1.
Saying numbers now. Uh,
Just trying to contribute.
and the anyway, the Wizzy de los Mortis, where I can't say it fast and then I get all tongue tied.
Wizzy DLM.
Wizzy of the Dead. Say it in English.
Okay. Okay.
He will get airdropped to people who hold all 6 tokens. I'm gonna take the snapshot on Saturday. The rest of those tokens are getting listed Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And we're doing a POAP event related to Belphegor's Ball. So I think it's on page 2 or 3 of the Game Maker gallery right now, is the social hub that was made by the council, specifically Halfdork. Spent a lot of time working on that. And that is going to... we're going to do some sort of POAP thing for that. You're going to need to take a screenshot. Why did I die? You're going to need to take a screenshot, follow, like, retweet the event, and probably reply to the tweet, which has not gone out yet for the council. So make sure you're following the council tech on Twitter for more info on that. We'll be doing that event Saturday. There will be a POAP for the people who join. I think we're just doing the first 200 entries. We'll get the POAP. And then among those 200 POAP winners, we will be drawing for one of Wizzy of the Dead as well. So
many different ways to win.
Yeah. And as long as you're not too slow, you're basically guaranteed to win something.
I mean, there's only 3 broadcast beacons left, so
plus the ones from
plus all the other ones. Yeah, plus all the other ones.
But to get the POAP, that
and I didn't list all mine either.
Lucas is holding out.
I just wanted to save a few for giveaways and whatnot.
There you go. All right.
Oh, speaking of which, I will be sending a few over to Halfdork for his show as well. So if anybody's looking for one of those, you can always check him
When's
out
that
at.
show?
It's early for me. It's like 6 a.m.
But like what day?
I think it's Monday through Friday.
Oh, okay.
Halfdork, if you're in the chat, what time is your show and what days does it play, or do you film?
If it's 6 a.m. your time, it's probably 8 a.m. Eastern. They'll be given away tomorrow morning. 8 a.m. Eastern time,
right.
Weekdays. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure
Monday,
to
Thursday, Friday.
get those giveaways airdropped out before Saturday, 8 p.m. UTC, because that's when I'm taking the snapshot.
Oh, I'm going to send them to Halfdork here right after the show's over.
Well, then my statement goes for Halfdork.
Okay.
Make sure to get those to people before it's too late for me to take the snapshot. Beggar and his dog says, I'm hungry. I have information you need for some money.
There's some really cool assets that were dropped on the marketplace today.
He says, I am no stranger to the area. Watch out for the water. It is cursed. I think
I figured
that one out. I figured that one out,
bro.
Great parkour skills, Kamisazi. Are you ready for your next quest to find the portal for the entertainment village? What, the portal is not near? To reach the portal, you will have to cross a large cursed river and pass a giant dangerous cave. Are you scared? I am Kamisazi, the hero of my own story. I came for a quest to save the king, and I will not allow fear to slow me down. Exciting. I enjoy meeting quest seekers with a heart full of courage. Are you ready to conquer the river? Let's go!
I can't swim. I'm not coming.
I missed my first ride here.
Oh, this is the logs. This is what they were talking about.
Yeah.
All right, Alex.
Come back.
Prove them right or wrong. It's up to you. No pressure.
Okay. Well, there's an invisible wall there, so that kind of
stymied you.
Why? Okay, I'm confused on the starting process here. There's invisible walls. Um,
What?
follow the path up the mountainside. Okay.
Ow. They're just like, hey,
Okay,
you want to
I've
die?
already been up this way before. I didn't realize I was actually supposed to do it. And then I got the sword, and then you get here, and then I see you jump over here.
Maybe some markers
Now you
that
go
say
down.
like, you go this way.
Or Baphomet Jr. could maybe mention the path to follow. Because the thing is, I'm pretty sure I could have reached that log there without going up and down the mountain. So
I don't think you could. Prove me wrong.
well, I can't because there's an invisible wall.
Dang it. There's some really cool stuff that dropped in the marketplace today.
Okay.
I keep mentioning, but because I keep seeing more.
Yeah. I did. Yeah, Helldiggers had a bunch. So I think there's going to be an update for Belphegor's Ball before Saturday as well, because I just picked up a bunch more assets from the Helldiggers collection, because there's a bunch of new imps, some more creepy things, Halloween pumpkin jack-o'-lantern thingies.
Is this from them? Zero Games? Hell yeah, yep. The horrific painting is really cool. The jack-o'-lantern painting. Or
Ceiling light.
Hmm?
Jackie Chan, not Jackie Chan. Said, "Oh wow, I was trying to name an asset I was making on a laptop, but I used the wrong keyboard."
Oh, I wish I could say I've never done that, but I have many times. Wrong
Why does
chat.
it take 2 hours to download VoxEdit, even with a download of 5 megabits a second? I think it's not actually downloading at 5 megabits a second. I think you're downloading at 5 bits a second, because VoxEdit's not even that big.
I downloaded it earlier today, and I'm having some real issues with my internet speeds today, or earlier today.
There could
and
be
I got it
server
like
side
5
issue.
minutes. No, I got it in like 5 minutes is what I'm saying. Like, I know what the issue with the internet is on my end. Like, I got a notification from my service provider, and they were like, "Yo, your stuff's gonna suck for like the next 48 hours."
Oh no.
That was actually what the email said. I was like, "This is unprofessional."
Unprofessional is my favorite kind of professional.
I wasn't mad about it. I'm not gonna lie. And it wasn't real. It didn't actually happen. But I mean, the whole internet thing did happen. They did send me an email. It didn't say that. I just wished it did.
Mr. Furious X says speedrunners go over invisible walls. Well,
I go through them.
I'm not speedrunning right now.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get past this.
Call me the Juggernaut because I'm going through.
Speedrunners have usually already played the game that they're speedrunning as well. I've never played this before.
All true. Especially what I said.
So the important thing is to see when it changes direction, because these are not changing direction based on like hitting the coast.
Okay.
It's not Ice Pilot. It can't be the first try because I've already died a couple times. But there is a technique to it, and it involves waiting for the next one to have already bounced, so that way you can anticipate it changing directions.
You crafty devil.
It took me, I think that was 3 tries. I died on the first jump because my toe touched the water. I didn't time the jump correctly. The second time I died about halfway through. Maybe I got like 3 or 4 in. And it's because I didn't realize that they weren't all traveling the same distance across the water. So you got to watch the next one and see when it changes direction. So that way you can anticipate it. Like, wait for it to change direction and then do your jump. Because if it changes direction after you jump, you might not be able to anticipate like where it's going to be.
Or just blindly barrel through and don't pay attention to your surroundings at all. That also works really well.
Sure. All right. We've got some wolves over here.
Are they nice wolves?
It's no, I don't believe so. It says there's a path that shall be revealed. That felt really easy.
Did you finish? Are you done?
Was I not? Was this just decoration?
Yes.
Oh wait, these are numbers. 2, 1, 4, 2, 3. That's not an wait. That's Korean. Okay, I thought these were numbers, but now I'm thinking it's actually Korean.
So we got Sparky, Mr. Furious.
Does it say Ragnarok in Korean? You think it's a different language? Well, I guess it could be Japanese, right? But it's when it's in blocks like that. Like Korean looks like Japanese that's like all squared off. Oh, somebody says it's Korean. Okay.
I was about to say, I think that's, if it's anything, I think that's Korean. I don't know what
specifically
it says.
this shape.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it went from like, oh, that looks like 1, 2, or 1, 4, 2, 3 to like, oh, Korean, definitely. Like this specific shape, I've seen it in Korean before. I never learned Korean. I just like, I kind of know what it looks like. I was studying Japanese, so like I can usually tell the difference between Japanese, Korean, and Chinese just by looking at it, but I only learned Japanese. It says Ragnarok. Okay. I thought it was like a clue for a puzzle, and I was like, oh, numbers, I'm going to know the code. And
what is happening?
No, it was just Ragnarok in Korean. Leave it to Alex to notice.
That's awesome.
All right, your last piece of information is important. Do not die more than 3 times inside, or the cave will claim your soul forever.
Ooh. That sounds like a long-term relationship. I'm in.
Okay. So we did all that parkour, but now we've got lives to worry about. Let me rephrase just to make sure you understand. If you die 3 times inside the cave, then it's game over.
I love this.
Right.
I'm excited. You need to hurry up.
Oh, I'm seeing creepy guys over there.
Hey, he's not creepy.
Should I suit up?
Okay,
should I suit up? If I die, I suit up.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I will try doing this with just the sword I've been given. But because I have a responsibility to make this show not boring.
Is this show ever boring, Alex? I mean, honestly, when it's you and me, it's just nonstop hilarity.
I see an egg over there. I don't know. Maybe the show's boring sometimes. Oh, hello.
Disagree.
Why am I hanging out with, Oh, I actually have to defeat the Goblin Warriors. Haha. Woohoo. Here's a metaphor to help you understand the difference between unlock and launch in quest making in the Sandbox Game Maker. Launch is the doorknob. Well, this is a direct quote of me. I'm saying a thing I've said in real life.
Totally out of character. I don't think you'd ever say that.
Maybe you just weren't here for it. I have actually said that. I was like, wait a minute. I know these words. Okay. So...
Are they just standing there?
Ah, I got hit. No, why is my parry coming so late? Within the walls of the library of the is that German? Scheicherbill Magic Academy. I don't... Lucas, your head is so close to the camera.
Schweischerbill.
Schweischerbill.
Yeah, I got close there. Sorry about that. I was trying to read. It's really tiny.
I glanced over and I just saw like forehead.
Forehead.
Lies the heart of Ymir, which is what powers the city of Juno and allows it to float in the air. Those who touch it are transported to the realm of Valhalla. Interesting. Oh, hey, Joe. I'm testing this game and wondering if they forgot to add a healer component, or if it was by design. Well, when you bring attention to that, I have a feeling like there was no healing.
There's no healing. That means if you die, you really die. Yeah, there's no healing. There's game overs. There's finality. You're going to fail. What? You got this. No, you don't.
Attack me, bro.
Dazed and confused.
I'm getting better at the parry.
Let's say you're at Half-Life, so you're good. You know, for a little bit.
As long as I don't mess up by parry timing.
Wait, so what if you just hold down parry?
So holding down parry, I'm pretty sure does keep your defense up, but then you can't attack. So if you just hold it.
But you also can't die.
But you also can't die.
Immortal.
But it also doesn't stun them. It only stuns them if you do a perfect parry.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can just hold up your defense, which is kind of not fun.
Yeah, it's super boring.
Can I talk to these guys? No, they're just hanging out. They're just hanging out, I guess. Ah! I was trying to roll away. Ah! There we go.
Hey, Alex.
What's up?
Do we have a form to do today?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. I mean, I already have one made. I meant, like, are we doing a giveaway? Is what I should have said. Because, you know, that's the right words.
Let's go ahead and give away a Wizzy de los Mortis. We'll give away one of those.
And go.
I died. What? Send me way back here? Oh, wait. Okay. No, I thought I was on the other side of the river. Okay. I was going to say, like, I should put on armor if, but I think I'll be okay even without the armor. And then I immediately pick a fight with two at the same time, which is a lot harder to defend.
Nope.
And lose half my health.
You just need to go berserk on him. No more blocking. Just power through.
If I equipped all of my power stuff, then yeah, most of these guys would be one hit. But
really,
yeah. Do you want to see?
No.
Wait. Oh no. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I want you to do this fair like.
Ah. I've got one life left.
Did you
Wait,
die
did
again?
it not count? Did it not count the last two that I killed?
Wait. You? Oh, I thought you were back on the other side of the log jump. I was
That's
like,
what I. That's
oh
why
goodness,
I was
that's
like,
mean.
That's why I got. That's why I got triggered a little bit. All right, two left. You can do this. Mm. Oh, that was the one that killed me before. How do I get to that last one? It's up high. Go this way? Whee! Nope. This way? There we go. Block. Zen.
VVox asks, can we still fill out the form if we have a complete set of the tokens of friendship?
That is a good question. I feel like it's better if you don't, because then it's more opportunity for other people to get it. But if you do fill it out, I won't hold it against you.
Okay.
So, you know, we're trying to distribute this like nice and fairly. Having it thoroughly distributed means that you know, it's going to more people who want them. But I get it. I'm kind of afraid to jump in this hole. I'm like,
I mean, that's fair.
oh, it put me right there. That's fine. That's not a big deal.
But you did it anyway.
So is the portal? I don't see the portal. Was it back over by that dragon? No, like I said, don't worry about it. If you filled it out, it's not bad. You're not in trouble. I just recommend against it, because you're gonna get one anyway.
Mm.
Oh, wait. Is this the portal? The door will reopen every 30 seconds after activation. Whoa. Dr. Metaverso. Hello, Kamisasi. What brings you here? I'm looking for the portal to Komodo Village. Unfortunately, the portal is damaged. I was the last to come through it. Come back next season to access Komodo.
Oh.
Perhaps it's not for nothing. What are you truly seeking? I'm looking for King Tristan to Gabolg 3.
Will you, when you're done talking to Dr. Metaverso's avatar, would you do a little spin around it? I want to see what it looks like. Is it the back of its head glowing?
Yeah, it's like a cybernetic brain peeking out from behind the hair.
Nice.
A mood hoover?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Does it mean they suck? What? I feel like it's
Maybe,
a fair
I
question.
don't know. All right. The poor king. I heard stories at Komodo that he was kidnapped by Norman traffickers from Veens. OMG, this day doesn't seem to get any better, does it? You are very troubled, it seems. Luckily, I can open the portal just outside. The portal will take you to an underground tunnel under the castle of Prontera. There you will find what you seek. Do not mention my name when you pass through.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. M. I am in your debt until we meet again. What happens if I do mention the name?
I think you should try it. Just start throwing it around. Just name drop the piss out of it. Just
you can
everywhere
see
you go.
They got a glowing brain inside of there.
That's really cool. I like that. That's a really cool touch. Where is Dr. Metaverso?
A mood hoover. Wait, where am I supposed to go again?
Somewhere, something about a mood hoover.
No, my brain just like forgot everything I just read out loud.
Same.
I don't...
I'm just floating here.
Was I supposed to go down here? Oh, those guys don't take damage. Yeah, I'm not fighting them.
It's fair.
A hoover is more commonly known as a vacuum cleaner where you are. Yeah, no, my parents have a hoover. Like, I know what a hoover is, but what's a mood hoover?
Exactly.
The door opens every 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Well, I read that sign that said that, and then I thought that was the portal, and that it wasn't going to open this time. Ah, there we go. Squeak. Ta-da. What? Game over? No victory?
Did you win? Did you lose? Did you die?
I would say you want it to say victory unless I why did I get a game over? Or is that just the end? Oh, you died.
How?
Because it was the portal.
Were you not supposed to use the portal?
I don't know. Well, I got all 5 quests, so I guess that means I won. But I think I got the game over because I died, and that was my last life, maybe. But if it's the portal, that's not fair. I don't know.
Panda. LOL. You died. So supportive.
Panda, where were you when we needed you?
Yeah, where were you
We
when
need
we
to know what
needed
the
you?
4th VoxEdit voting criteria was. We had use in the game maker, or like usability in the sandbox. We had
Cool factor, I think.
well, no, we weren't sure on that one.
Okay.
We had model detailing and animation. Oh, creativity. Okay, so that would be like, yeah, creativity is kind of just like an all around.
Oh,
catch.
level of detail.
That's the modeling one that I was referring to. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it was the creativity that I was missing. So creativity would get for creativity, that one kind of speaks for itself. Just having like an idea that's, you know, original, something that we haven't seen before, something it kind of encompasses the other factors a little bit, but we do separate those out as specific things to vote on. Yeah. All right. What was death is your prize, Mr. Pizza Man? Seems to be the case. What was Half Dork's game? Where was that?
Half dork. Game again, please.
Panda said that for Halloween, if there were like 20 pumpkin themed characters, then the creativity wouldn't be super high.
42. Shocking. Knight of Abyss.
There we go, right in the middle. An undead army led by the necromancer Himmelmez ravages
Hey,
a
Alex.
small village.
On Saturday, can we play VVox's game?
I think so. We will
Nice.
probably also play Belphegor's Ball because we're going to do the POAP and we're going to show people what to do to get that POAP.
Makes sense.
And
So,
there'll be
so
some
after we do
updates.
that, then if there's time, we can play another game.
Yeah, the Belphegor's Ball stuff shouldn't take too long.
Cool.
Just make a note, like in the Alex stream chat, so that way we have it fresh on the mind. All right. Ravages a small village. Will you answer the call to adventure by Half Dork? Faces, not faves. Yeah, we talked about like the amount of detail and like balancing it between something that's intricate and cool, but not necessarily like high poly. Alvin says, welcome. Finally, reinforcements. An evil presence has plagued our small village, causing an endless night of abyss. You are here to aid us, yes? I'm here to help. Could you help cull the threat of undead? Strong adventurers like you might make a difference on the battlefield. If you are so brave, perhaps you can challenge their leader yourself. I will try. I like the remixed sword. The default sword is like extra thick, and I never quite liked the look of how chunky it was.
Chonk.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's okay, but... White Knight Dwight. My brother brothers in arms have all turned to the dark side. They now serve the Knight of Abyss, Aparantos. A powerful necromancer by the name of Himelnez corrupted the hearts of my brethren. Now they must be put to rest. I don't know if I have the strength to do it. I do. We are a community of crafters. As such, I am always looking for rare minerals. If you were to find 10 ice ore, I can craft you a weapon, the likes you have never seen. Keep an eye out.
What if I want to see it before you craft it? I mean, like, what if I don't like it once it's done? This whole buying something sight unseen, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, you sound very picky.
I am.
I've seen those dark knights before. They were once white knights whom served the great capital of Glastium. Spare any Zenny? We don't have anywhere else to go. My life is here in K Village. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff going on down here. Fish around here taste evil. I don't recommend them. Okay. Aha! I like it when I can stand on lily pads. Who's this guy? Dark Knight of Water. Ever wonder what happens to death? Allow me to show you. Oh, what happens after death? Ah, he's got a lot of health. We're gonna run away for now. Maybe we should defeat 20 skeletons first. Oh, there's a quest board? Notice board. 3 of our villagers have gone missing since yesterday. Please find them. Below are their last known locations. Mary, Larry, and Gary.
Gary? Always getting lost.
Archaeologist Mary was
his
often seen
fingers and thumbs.
often seen at the ruins to the north, beyond the Night of Abyss. Before the Night of Abyss began. Larry had been seeking rare stones near the cave at the base of Mount Mjolnir. Spiders have made their home there. We fear for the worst. I think that's where we just were. Gary has been trying to tame the wolves to the east. He's had little luck trying to convince them to fight the skeletons. Okay. This guy. Oliver, we are the last line of defense. For Glastium! Well, who's this guy? I'm just taking a break before heading back into the front lines. Sure.
Slacker.
My arrows just go straight through their ribs.
I mean, but he keeps shooting them. Like,
Well, you gotta keep trying.
if they're just going through and they're not doing anything, you're just wasting ammo, bro. You're gonna hit your friends who
Skeletons
are
keep
fleshy.
respawning.
They do. Ah!
Those are big skeletons over there. Good thing there's no team damage. Quest completed. Iron van braces have been added to your inventory. Woo! Ah! Okay. Iron van braces. Ooh. They're glowy green. I dig it. Woo! What?
What happened?
I fell through the world.
Whoa!
I think a skeleton spawned on top of me and like pushed me into the ground.
That's what skeletons do. I mean, same thing happened to me at my 8th grade birthday.
All right, well, these guys seem to be okay over here. So, 3 knights have sided with the dark side. What is this? Hello? Oh, that's the boss. Who dares challenge my undead army? She's got a very deep voice. Show me your worth, insect, to try and defeat my champion at the top of Mount Mjolnir. Bring it on. Oh. Hey, here's Mary. These ruins are where the skeletons originated from, likely a burial place of an ancient civilization. This feels like a pressure plate trap or something.
Hopefully. And maybe like a giant ball that rolls and
It
crushes you
disappeared
after
when
you
Mary
steal an idol.
disappeared. Lex Looter. If you're looking for any loot, I've already claimed dibs. Now kindly get lost.
Man, that character is really cool.
Is this... He looks like a knight, though. Like, is he a bad guy? No.
No, he's just a tiefling.
He's just rude.
Just biased against tieflings.
What's a tiefling?
Lex Luthor.
Okay.
Not all tieflings are Lex Luthor, but all Lex Luthors are tieflings. If that makes any sense and helps clear it up at all.
Okay.
Okay, so a lot of the characters in this a lot of characters in this game are the characters from our D&D game that we play with Half Dork. Lex Luthor is my character. I'm a tiefling artificer. Panda's in here as Trix, and she's a assassin.
I've been a bad friend, and I haven't watched any of the D&D sessions.
It's a lot of fun. Gary is a theme from the game. Every time an NPC pisses me off, I change their name to Gary to be disrespectful.
What the heck? I don't even know how I fell there. Like, the ground just ceased to exist.
Panda is a rogue whip mistress. My apologies accepted.
Okay. Did you see that? I just jumped through the ground. What the heck is going on here?
It's because you're a clone.
Okay, so I have... No, that's probably... Okay, so... What? I'm going through the ground a lot. What the heck? Okay, Half Dork. Do you have any NPCs following me? Like invisible ones? I don't think that you would need to do that. I was thinking like for the spawning of assets, but you can just have them spawn to the avatar tag. I'm not even trying to break it. It's just the ground keeps turning itself off. I've never seen that happen before. But
you know what? I'm going to agree with Mr. Pizza Man. Please stop breaking everything.
I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to walk and jump.
And he thinks it's related to the 20 skeletons that keep respawning.
Not anymore.
Why for? How not?
The first time it happened, I thought maybe the skeleton spawned on me and pushed me into the ground. Now the ground is just randomly dropping me into the void.
I think the game doesn't like you because of all the times you've broken it, and this is just its way of lashing back. And I don't mean this game specifically. I mean all games. So if you go into a different game,
I'm stepping very carefully wherever I go.
Not carefully enough.
Not that it makes a difference, because even if I step carefully, if I suddenly clip through the ground, that's not gonna help. Delete game, reinstall Game Maker.
Oh, no, thank you.
I mean, not right at this moment because we're live.
Bridge is still being repaired. Do not cross. No, it said not to cross. You probably shouldn't. Oh, that does not look safe. Whew. Oop, I'm going to close this form out. Beep, boop, pop.
Okay, well, it doesn't Maybe I was just jumping too fast or something. I don't know.
In the alpha, didn't we tell people to slow down a little bit at one point? Maybe that's just what you need to do. Maybe you just need to slow down, Alex.
I did break that bridge. I did that on purpose. Nobody liked that bridge.
Yeah, I know. That was the Gary Bridge.
Carl, are you here to help with the spiders? Thank the gods.
You say Carl?
Carl!
Like creepy Carl?
Like, Carl. Carl.
Not a whole lot of people filled out the form today.
Oh, well, I guess they didn't
Better
want
odds
an
for the ones
item
that
that's
did.
gonna be difficult to get in a week. It's pretty easy to get it right now. Obamasa the monk. I make sure no spiders enter the village. That would be a catastrophe.
Not a cat. He gets really mad if you call him a cat. So, you know, obviously I do it all the time.
Oh, okay. That's why he makes cat puns.
He doesn't make cat
Rude.
puns.
A catastrophe?
You went back to it.
Just to point out that it's a pun.
I knew it was a pun. I was being sarcastic.
You're being sarcastic. Catstick?
Yes, Alex, I was being sarcastic. Oh.
The wolves.
What the heck?
What?
I will tell you after the show.
Okay.
Good thing. Good thing.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody just put something in the forum and it was just, it's nice, but they asked me to keep it a secret.
Okay. Who's this guy? Is ah! That was a good jump scare. Gary, my hero. Thank you. I don't know if that was intended to be a jump scare, but it was a jump scare.
I like it.
It's not a half-dork game if it doesn't have puns. I knew there's a reason I hired you.
Puns are the best.
Puns are just, it immediately makes everything better.
If
you don't
like
agree,
puns,
you're not
yeah.
a good person.
I was gonna say, if you don't like puns, you're clearly dead inside.
Yeah. One of my very best friends hates puns.
Are they dead inside?
I think so.
Perfect. So, case in point, right now we're batting 100 or 1,000 on this one.
Batting 100 is pretty bad.
You're batting 100 is like really bad. You're literally hitting 10%
Ooh,
of your
baby
hit.
spider. Died. I was not expecting that baby spider to spawn. Kind of cute. Squish it. Eh. Larry, praise the gods above. I thank ye. Thee. I shall name my firstborn after you, Kamisazi. I don't know about that. Okay, now I feel like I can fight this guy. Ha! 2 Dark Knights down. Oh, there's another piece of ore. How many ore did I need to get? 20? No, not Scrappy. Wait, what? Is Scrappy the name of the baby spider I just killed?
You murderer.
I mean, it's a spider. It's not like they have souls.
Spiders are the best.
Spiders can be cute sometimes. Those little jumping spiders.
See, I have an irrational fear of like mosquitoes. I know it's irrational. So obviously the opposite of that is something that I'm going to be quite fond of.
Oh, I only need 2 more. 2 more ice ore, then I can go get the special item that Lucas thinks might not be special enough to be.
I feel like it's a valid concern. If you're going to go on a quest, you want to see like an item description, or like check it out on Amazon first.
But
see what's going on.
But how can I know what it's going to look like if they haven't made it yet?
I don't know. Maybe they've made up a model that shows you like kind of what it's going to look
miniature.
like. Yeah, something. I got that winner.
Who won?
What are we giving away again? Wizzy of the Dead, you say?
Wizzy of the Dead.
Well, today we had 123 people that filled out the form, and we had one person that filled it out like 23 times. But everybody else that filled it out, congratulations goes out to Go West over on Twitch. You have won yourself Wizzy de los Muertos.
Hey, Go West.
Congrats, friend. Really nice to see your name pop up.
Alright, does this soul staff like shoot a beam or something?
Yes. Straight from my heart to you.
Alright.
Panda just said Go West is winning so much lately that they should go out and buy a lottery ticket. And
that's not the way that works.
Wait, what do you mean?
Being on a lucky streak is not a real thing. It actually, like, I think it increases the probability of you losing.
When you watch the movie The Grinch That Stole Christmas, do you sympathize with the Grinch when he's stealing all the toys?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect. Go on.
Just know the noise part.
The
sensation of like being so happy when like all of my younger siblings and my parents were out of the house and it was just like quiet and nobody was like bothering me, and then hearing the noise of the basement door open at the bottom of the driveway as 3 little munchkins come running in, clambering up the stairs, rushing into the kitchen, making all sorts of jingly noises and getting snacks, and then the chewing and the gnashing of teeth, and
wow,
it was horrific.
The gnashing of teeth. We're going biblical with this.
Oh, the noise.
I love The Grinch That Stole Christmas, especially the Jim Carrey version. But I'm pretty sure I enjoy all of the versions.
That's how like we agreed that I'm allowed to say I'm an idiot because it's a reference to the Grinch.
There you go. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Like 92 years ago on the stream.
I never mean it seriously. I know I'm not an idiot. I just when I'm frustrated I can go, I'm an idiot. You're an idiot.
So my wife has this I don't know if I've told you this before. My wife, when we first got together, had this habit of, being very self-deprecating.
That's what prompted this agreement that the Grinch was the only way that I could
Okay,
say.
Cool. So I have told you. Gotcha.
But maybe people watching don't know.
Oh, well, just to everybody out there who doesn't
gets violently angry when people say they're dumb.
Yes. If you're actually dumb, I'm okay with it. But if you're not,
if he catches you being not dumb and saying you're dumb,
exactly,
he will find you.
I will.
He will mess you up.
I will yell at you in public. Like the other day, me and my wife were, and I say the other day, it was like 6 months ago, a year ago, 12 years ago, I don't even know. We were in a store, and she gets embarrassed very easily, and the part of the brain that experiences embarrassment is broken for me. And so She said something about, oh God, I'm so stupid. And I was just like, what did you say? And she was like in the moment and she didn't realize it. And she was like, I'm just so stupid. And I started like literally yelling at the top of my lungs, you don't say that, over and over. And eventually she just like handed me the car keys and like walked out of the store because she couldn't take it in there anymore. And I finished buying what I was buying and I walked outside and I was like,
and some poor like retail worker just went over the intercom and was like, ma'am, could you collect your tantrum child from aisle 3, please?
The manager came over to me and he was like, I'm gonna need you to stop yelling. And I'm like, I'm gonna need you to have a talk with her. I was like, I'm gonna need you to have a talk with her because she keeps saying how stupid she is. And that's just inappropriate. And he goes, wait, what? And so I explained it to him and he goes, you know what? I'm gonna allow it. My wife was just like, no.
How many
was like my birthday.
Wizzy of the Dead are left for giveaways, so we're only probably giving away one more on Saturday. There will be ones that you can get through Joe's stream if you donate to Extra Life Children's Hospital charity. That I don't remember what day his 24-hour stream is on. Is it on Thursday?
Saturday?
It's on Saturday.
I believe so.
Okay. So you'll be able to make donations through there, possibly get them that way. The remainders after the airdrop will be listed for sale, with the sales proceeds going to Extra Life Children's Charity as well. So,
which is wonderful.
Yeah. All right.
You want to wrap it up?
I need to talk to somebody over here. Blacksmith. There we go. I need to get the... Ooh, the item shall be legendary.
Is it really?
It's a very strong ice claymore. 100 power.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's minted, which is how it can be 100. It's using the 4 power.
You're 100.
Aw. All right. Now, I still have a Dark Knight to defeat. Which one have I not fought? I'm guessing there's one up there somewhere. Can I get rid of this skeleton guy? He's fighting a... Speaking of hairy chests, that's a callback to before the stream started.
Oh, it's like Santa Claus on steroids.
It is Santa. That's just Santa Claus without his suit on.
Oh, that's what he looks like under that. It's all cushion. Yeah. It's all insulation to keep him warm. Who knew?
Laren Soul says he's a 10, but he's not minted. That's a great. I'm gonna have to use that.
Wait, a perfect 10 or 10 out of 100?
I'm gonna mute myself and say this just to Lucas.
Okay.
So Half Dork said buff Santa, but what I heard. That's what just like out of the corner of my eye, that was like the dyslexia plus not like actually looking at the chat, just out of the corner of my eye. That's what I saw.
That's wonderful.
Ah, I fell. Oh wait, can I climb up this? I cannot. Okay, I guess I have to use the Do these guys have any solutions for me?
Yes and no.
Kevin just says hi. I feel like I'm supposed to use these dragon bones, but I feel like maybe I just think that way.
Planks apart, go down.
Well, I mean, I could do that, but I could also do this.
Bridges out wood.
Oh, I do collect wood. Okay. I was trying to do it the gamer strat ways. Oh, there is a quest. I was not looking over there.
That's why I knew. Reading the things.
I'm an idiot. to the repairman up here. Hey, bridge. You shall not pass. I feel like that line's getting used a lot lately. Iron visor.
It'll always get used a lot.
Ooh. Okay.
I like it. I like it.
There's a lot of... This is a very clear glacier here. The weapon in your possession gives off a faint aura as you approach the ghosts. You might be able to defeat them. How does it know which weapon I'm holding?
Maybe you can't get to this point without it?
Well, I mean, you could, that could be true. You could, like, disable the, find a way to put them to rest. And kill their hearts. No? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Tell them that their father never loved them.
What?
I'm just saying. It might break the heart.
Why isn't this heart going away? That heart just does not want to come undone.
It's persistent.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like a super legendary heart.
Tricks the rogue. Oh, you got a sec.
Hey, that's Panda.
Huh.
That's the whip mistress. I think that's what she said.
You saw those spirits, yeah? Been watching how they act around the big guy up there. Seems as though he siphons health from them regularly. Huh. There was a question I saw in the chat earlier, which I didn't have a chance to answer in the moment, but about UGC maps for Season 4. Are 2x2s possible? I don't know. Theoretically, yeah. I mean, we had 2x2s in Season 3. There was even UGC content with 2x2s. The Empire's Statue of Zeus was a 2x2. There might have been other ones, although off the top of my head, I'm not thinking of any. So it's a possibility, but I don't have specs yet. Like, we still are working on what all the rules are. So stay tuned.
Got it, Coach.
From Randuxy. Alex, will we be able to have items with multiple states so we can choose different looks? So that's kind of something that's being worked on now. Not so much items with different states as having different items may activate a different set of animations for your avatar. So if you pick up a gun versus picking up a sword, it will make your character play differently. That's something we're working towards. I don't think we'll see it in 0.8, but it is something that we're spending time on. So we'll see. How long do these streams last? First time I tuned in, a not 24-hour stream. So technically this is a 1-hour stream, although we've been live for an hour and 53 minutes. So usually technically this is an hour-long stream that we usually go well into overtime because we're just having fun. Sometimes we gotta run after an hour, sometimes we don't. So
Speaking of which, I do have to run soon.
all right. Well, we'll try to wrap this up. If you want to take out the Knight of Abyss, you'll have to put those spirits to rest. Maybe some kind of artifact will do the trick. Oh, some kind of artifact.
Panda says they are always 24 hours.
Is it
And
the staff the artifact?
Or the sword?
I'm picking up the hearts. They are always 24 hours. Panda wishes. She had so much fun being awake for 24 hours.
Who
being live
doesn't?
for 24 hours. Oh, that's a hole.
Did you fall through the earth again, or has that stopped?
No, that did stop. I'm not sure what stopped it. There's a duck. It's the half-dork duck. Maybe that's the artifact.
The half duck?
The half dwark.
Working title.
Oh, I like this guy's hair. Oh, I've got 9 health left. Oh, I've got no health left.
That would be Conrad.
Apparentos.
Mm-hmm. He plays a burly paladin that's often, making sure I don't die. Because I do reckless things.
You have bested my Knight of Abyss. I respect your strength. Amisazi, was it? I will remember this.
That's
Oh,
nice
I missed
of
a
her.
quest. Was it that I didn't defeat all the guys or something?
No, you couldn't. There was those 2 hearts that wouldn't go away.
Okay. All right. Well, that was fun. I really like that the boss character. I don't remember. I've seen that asset before. I think on Twitter. Who made that one?
The fairy lady.
Yeah.
I don't know. Half dork. Any input?
I can just pull it up. Was it Laylee? Was it? Oh, that's right. The NFT thing is not on the Game Maker anymore.
I was just about to say, I was really excited because I thought you were going in here and you were going to be able to pull that up, and I was like,
I mean,
oh my.
I have my methods, but it would be.
Yeah, it's not direct.
Half Dork is looking in the inventory. Yeah, I would have to search. I'd have to look at the API for the game experience and find all the assets and then try to narrow it down by the name. It kind of reminds me of. I've only seen a couple episodes. My Hero Academia.
One of my favorite shows. Go on.
Is it that I'm thinking of, or am I thinking of One Punch Man?
Tell me what you're thinking of, and we'll see if we can match
like a girl with magical psychic capabilities, and she's got green hair and a black robe. It is One Punch. Okay, a bunch of people saying One Punch in the chat. Okay, so that's what it's from. It's the main character in My Hero Academia who has green hair.
Yeah, Deku.
Lilith the Evil Fairy by Itala Fireson. Oh,
that's
it's
cool last name.
It's in the chat here. Thanks, Half Dork.
PG, Alex answered your question a little bit ago, so if you just want to go back in the VOD, you'll be able to grab that answer.
PG, wait, what was the question? I don't remember.
About the 2x2.
Oh, I thought you were saying that that there was an answer to my question.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah. The 2x2 is a possibility. It's something that did happen in season 4. And this is only 37 sand. I'm gonna have to grab at least one of these.
At least, he says.
Yeah. I might have actually already grabbed one and not remembered it. That has happened before. I have gone to buy something and went, wait a minute. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Remember, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, aka 2 p.m. UTC, Thursday. The remaining tokens of friendship are going up for sale. So make sure you have your sand ready. Those are 10 sand plus the 5% sand tax. So it's
10.5.
Is it 10.5 or 10.05? I think it's 10.5. Yeah, 10.5. Sand for each of the ones that you don't have. Remember, you only need to have one of each. And having multiples is something you can do if you want to collect more, but you will not get additional Wizzies airdropped because of that. Sand on ETH. Yes, there are no assets on Polygon yet. Soon, TM. Thanks for watching. Make sure to tune in Saturday. We're going to hang out in Belphegor's Ball and do a POAP event for that, as well as finish up everything we need to do to get people Wizzy de los Muertes.
Well
trying real
done.
hard. Trying real
you
hard
closed out
to
the
not.
stream like a champ.
Like my aunts are just like, ugh. Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Bye,
Not
everyone.
a 24-hour POAP for a 24-hour POAP for Joe's show? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing with that.
That's
But yeah,
Joe.
we will we'll definitely, if Joe's live at the end of the Sandbox show, then we will definitely raid Joe. And maybe I'll pop in with Joe at some point. I've done that before. So, thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you later.
See you, everyone.